Welcome everyone. My name is Justine Call. I'm a gold leader with the Platinum organization Team Sky, and I am team leader of Team Eclipse. So today we'll be talking about booking flights only and how we can earn income from those. Because we all know our vendors do not provide commission on flights only. If you didn't know that, now you do. So, one second. There we go. So first of all, some of the vendors we can use for this are the following. We have Vax Vacation Access. We can use either Apple Vacations or FunJet. All right, none of the other vendors within there that I'm aware of can do only flights. It has to be paired with something else outside of Apple Vacations and FunJet. We also have Expedia Tap. We have Centrav, Downtown Travel, Evo Rewards, Priceline I'll get to in a second because it's not one of our vendors with Archer. All right, we could also book it directly with the airline. And then lastly, we have our Archer Go. So Archer Go also is in the form of an app, which you can find in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. And it's $10.99 one time for the whole year, right? So Archer Go is also really, really good, not only for booking flights only, but for anything else, right? But we'll focus just on flights only today. So how do we get our earnings from all of these options? So I have this broken down here for you in terms of the process you will use to get that income / earnings. And then I'll also walk through it for you through each of these vendors. So first off, we have a category of charging a service fee through Square app. Who's heard of Square app before? Put it in the chat box. If you've done any trainings, you know, Amy Cabrera has done trainings on instant commission, right? She recommends using Square to do that. So good, we have some people that know about it. How many of you have actually used Square app? No? Okay. Okay, good. Some of you have, some haven't, and that's okay. Oh, Dan, you have it, but you just have to use it. Okay. Yep. Oh, you have used it. Okay. I see. So I highly recommend getting that Square app downloaded. You can put it on your phone. All right. So it's nice and easy. If you have a client, let's say you're in the airport and someone missed their flight or they need a hotel, something, right? Having the Square app is really great, especially if you're trying to do an instant commission sale, right? We only use Square app for instant commission, just as a disclaimer, all right? We're not using it to pay for something in full through one of our vendors. All right, so let's continue. So Lauren asks, does it have to be Square? Can you do PayPal? Lauren, I would stay away from PayPal. Yeah, I would just stay away from it just because of the process and how it works. Square is always the best option. Other options as well, guys, besides Square, could be getting a business account with Venmo or Cash App. I think Square is more professional. That's just my opinion. Okay, we all have our own opinions. All right, so charging a service fee through the Square app. So Expedia Tap, Evo Rewards, we can do this directly through the airlines and Archer Go. So how are we actually going to do this? So when we go to any one of these 4 places, all right, we're going to still book the flight through those places, but then separately in the Square app, you're going to charge a service fee. For me and my clients, if it's domestic, I'll do 15 to 20. If it's international, I'll do 25 or $30. Okay. And that's per person. So next, we have adding on the commission. Okay, so we have Vax Vacation Access, again, using Apple Vacations or FunJet. Only those 2 can we do this with for flights only. And we would add commission on in the booking administrators. How many of you are successfully registered with Vax and have been able to get access by logging in? Put it in the chat box.
And sitting in the road directly in front of her is the victim's mother, Becky Gamble.
Let's see.
She's ready to begin the next case when suddenly
Most of us have. Suzanne has not. Okay, so Suzanne, we got to get you set up. Send me a message and we'll get that taken care of. Let's see. Stephanie, you're still waiting. Stephanie, when did you register for Vax?
months earlier, the gallery seemed calm.
Yesterday? Okay, yeah, so it's gonna take a little bit. It can take 5 to 7 days. So yeah, just patience and you'll have this video to come back to once you can get in and access. All right, so for those of you that do have access to Vax, if you want to follow along by logging in, you can. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to earn commission off of this. Let's see. All right, so here's what Vax looks like when you log in for those of you that aren't aware, right? So right here we have our supplier drop-down menu. Apple Vacations and FunJet are conveniently at the very top. So I'm just gonna stick with Apple Vacations. Either or is gonna work exactly the same way. So under package type, you'll find flight only. All right, and then I'll just put this in. I just got back from convention, so Las Vegas is on my brain. Do that. We'll just pick some random dates and search. So while this is loading, has anyone here actually booked a flight only through Vax before? And if so, did you know that you were supposed to add on the commission? Nobody? That's okay. Nothing for one-way flights? Dorinda, do you mean just what do you mean by for one-way flights? Ellie, I'm gonna show you.
If a client only wanted to go from Kansas City and they're staying in Vegas, that's where they live. So it's just one way. They're not returning back to Kansas City.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, you can still do that on a one-way flight. It doesn't matter. No, because either way, you can add to this booking administrator over here. So let's say I'll just pick this first flight. I'm doing a round trip, but you could still do this one way if you wanted. See. All right, so let's say I like this flight. I can, before going to checkout, I can add it on at any time. I just go right here to the booking administrator. Okay, and I always do it by dollar amount. So this is a domestic flight. So let's say I'll just do $20. Okay, we'll add that in. It hits set commission and it updated the price right here. All right, so if you want to display this as an item on the invoice, so to speak, that Vax will give you for this, you can click on display as line item and the client will be able to see that you charge them that service fee. That's up to you. I don't always do that because I tell them the price with the service fee already built in. Okay, that's just how I run my business. Okay, so if you're not, just check that off. We'll hit set commission, close it out, and it will update the price over here as well, right? So that just bumped up to $916.40. So you'll go through the same process, checking out. Takes a little bit to load, sorry. Right, so down here, keep going. You'll fill out the passenger's information, right? If they're a TSA, you'll fill out their information here as well. If they have a frequent flyer membership, you can also add that number in as well. Okay, so you would just click on the box, pick the type. So Mileage Plus is associated with United Airlines, so they'll pick for you already the name of the program associated with the airline that you are booking through. And then so all you'll need is just their number. Okay, so that's mine. And then you'll be able to select the seats. You'll fill out their payment information here. Excuse me. All right, and then check the box and complete the booking. All right. Any questions on that? Feel free to unmute so that people who listen later can hear what your question was.
I have a question. So where do you, how does the site know that the commission should go to you?
Okay, yeah, so we'll do that next.
Okay.
There is a process of getting that commission. It's similar to other bookings. We'll just go into it now real quick and I'll answer.
Okay, thank you.
In a second. So all you'll do after this is when you fill out your commission tracking form, which is in the Travel Cafe. Let me get there first. Basically, the commission amount is going to be the service fee that you charged or what you added in the booking administrator in VAX. Does that make sense? Any other questions while I'm showing how to do this?
I have a quick question.
Sorry.
Sure.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that. I have a question about multi-flight. I have someone that wants to go New York. Brisbane, New York, London, London, Brisbane. So like a round the world ticket. How would you do that?
So like a multi-city?
Yes.
That's what it sounds like. I know for a fact you can do it through Expedia Tap. You should be able to do it through the majority of the other vendors I have listed in this presentation. So when you like go into the airline, you'll be able to see, one-way round trip, multi-city, right? When you do multi-city flight booking, guys, it's going to like put it all in one price anyways, after you pick all the flights. So you'll still do the same process of the service fee. It's just up to you how much you want to charge, right? So again, if it's all international and all over the place, it might take a little work to really nail down the itinerary that your client's looking for their flight. So maybe for that one, I would do 30 or 35. It's up to you, okay? So for the commission tracking form that I mentioned earlier, when you go to the Travel Cafe, you'll go to Forms and then Commission Tracking Form. Oh, my goodness. Okay, try this again. All right, commissions, right? And then commission tracking form. So for this, I would do activities and rail, and then you'll just specify the activities. So you're going to say flight only booking. Okay. Depending on the vendor you're using, we just used Apple Vacations. You'll have a reservation number after you've completed the booking, right? And then you'll just fill all this out based on the traveler, the primary traveler, right? When they're leaving and when they're coming back. After you hit continue, they're going to ask for the total price of the booking and then ask you the commission amount. So I just added in $20, right? However, in VAX, they take a little bit off. So if I go back to the booking administrator, it'll show here the actual amount I'm making. So it's $18. So I would put that $18 in that other piece that says commission amount. All right. Any questions on that?
I have a quick question. So when you're booking like a flight only, or if you're just if you're doing something like this specifically, how much commission do you make sure that you're making? I know you said that you're going to use like a dollar amount, but do you make sure that you make back a certain percentage off of the flight?
No, not necessarily. I just have a fixed price depending on if it's domestic or international per person. So as I said before, for domestic flights, I personally do $15 to $20 per person. And then for international, I'll do 25 to 30 per person.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Let me check the chat. Let's see. So Joshua, you asked, do you just do that with flights or do you do that with combined trips as well? Do you mean charging a service fee, Joshua? This is just for if you're doing an instant commission sale or a flight only booking where you need to charge a service fee. Okay, only those two. Right, you don't have to charge a service fee if you're doing like a packaged thing. So if I had flight and they wanted hotel as well, and I was packaging that together through one vendor, I would not charge a service fee because commission's already built into the sale. Does that make sense? Perfect, awesome. Okay, and then Lauren, you asked the amount that Vax took, is that the commission that goes to Archer / upline? No, that's going right to your pocket. As far as I know. Yes. Any other questions?
Sorry. I mean, so you said you put in 20, but when you went back into Vax, it only had 18. So where'd that $2 go?
I believe it goes to Vax.
Okay, that's what I was asking, because I know that like with our other commissions, we get whatever it is, 80% and a percent goes to our upline and a percent goes to. So that's what I was looking for.
Gotcha. I see.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Anything else? Right now we're on, let's try to stay specifically with adding on the commission with Vax for now. Okay, Shauna, service fees can be added to anything for instant commission, right? This way you can tell client that it's a non-refundable service charge in case of cancellation. Shauna, it's kind of up to you how you want to word it. So for me, I've learned this from Amy Cabrera, right? So when you do an instant commission sale, you have the price of whatever type of travel they're booking. So let's say, for example, I'm booking a hotel and I want to make instant commission off of that, right? So I have the hotel price, and then I'm going to research that exact same hotel and room, and I'm going to find it elsewhere. I like to use TripAdvisor because it will show you the price of that exact thing through like multiple different things. So like booking.com, through Expedia, through Priceline, all kinds of different things. And that's how you can know how much you can charge for your service fee for that instant commission. All right. I call it either a research fee or a wholesale fee. So in terms of saying it's non-refundable, yeah, I would say it's non-refundable. Okay, because if they cancel, right, they're gonna want that back. However, you did the work, right? So again, that's something wording wise you want to explain to them right from the start. And when you do an instant commission sale, guys, you want to make sure your client knows that they're going to be seeing two separate transactions. So going back to this presentation that you see here, when you're charging a service fee through Square app, right, you're going to tell them that they will see two separate charges on their bank statement. They're going to see one from the vendor, and then they're going to see what you're doing through Square app. In Square app, when you go to charge your client, you're going to choose the manual card input option, right? So you're going to collect their card information while you're booking the flight, since we're talking about flights only. Okay, you'll book the flight, write down their card information so that you don't have to ask them a second time for that. All right, and that's just good customer service. So then after you've booked that, you will go into Square, put their card information in, the service fee, and add a note saying that this is a service fee, a research fee, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that your client knows where that's coming from. Any questions on that? No? Okay, moving on. All right, so where did we leave off? We've talked about this. We've talked about adding, oh yes, let's go to Centrav. Okay, so who is not registered with Centrav? Because I highly recommend They have pretty decent flight prices. No, not yet. Don't think so. No, not yet. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna write that down so that I know to provide that information in this PowerPoint that I'm showing you. So that when you look back, you have that. Okay. All right, so let's just talk about real quick how we do this. I'm just gonna log in real quick. So again, I'm just gonna pick a random flight. So Suzanne, you had talked about multi-city, right? Centrav has that, as you see here. So if I were to pick multi-city, I would add all of the stuff in here, all information. You can add as many destinations as you need, and then proceed the way I'm about to show you.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Let's go back to round trip. This way again. All right. One adult, sure, why not? Okay, search for fares. Patty, is Centrav in the Travel Cafe? Excuse me. No, it's not, but we can still register with them because we have an IATA number, right? So any vendor that has a travel agent portal, you can still register with them because you have an IATA number, right? That's like the magic key. All right, so here we go. We'll just pick this first flight for the sake of time. All right, so once you've confirmed the itinerary that you want, you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom to add. Oh, where is it? That's weird. Let's go back. Not sure why it's not popping up for me now. Let me add some information and maybe we just need to go all the way to the end. Confirm. I'd like to enter payment information now. Okay, here we go. All right, so when you get to the checkout window, again, you see here your service fee, and here 0 commission, right? So we'll add, let's just say $15 in there, hit enter, and it updated the amount for you right here. Okay, so all of this will be charged together, so you're not doing Square app or anything like that, okay? So once you pay for this, what are you going to do afterwards? Right, similar to Vax as your hint. How am I going to get this money? You can unmute if you want. Yes, Lauren. Thank you. Exactly. Yes, the commission tracking form, which is where? Yes, exactly. Perfect. Travel Cafe. Awesome. I'm a former teacher, so, you know, that explains enough. I like to quiz. All right, so we've taken care of Centrav. Any questions on the process of that? I think it's pretty straightforward with this one. All right, I'm gonna move on then. So next.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Hi, is this recorded or no?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you. Is this on your YouTube page?
It will be, however, I'm going to send the link to all of the platinum leaders, so they'll send it out to their teams.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so let's continue on to the last part. So earning cash back through Rakuten, right? So we've talked about having service fees through Square App. We've talked about adding commission on with Vax and SunTrip, but we can also use Rakuten. Fun fact, right? You get cash back. How many people have a Rakuten account set up?
No.
No? Okay. I'm going to put a link in here for you guys. Get yourself set up. Because you can share and earn money on that. Okay. Once you set up, there is a referral link that they will give you. If I can find mine, my gosh, where is it? I saw a question. Where did it go? Oh, Joshua, on the tracking form, you're gonna put activities and rail. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain malfunction. Where do I find my link? Maybe it's right here. Let's see. Okay, yes. All right. There's a link for you to set up Rakuten if you choose, okay? So how do we do cash back for this? So 2 options that I've used in the past. You can actually get to Expedia Tap through Rakuten. Fun fact. So anytime you do a booking with Expedia Tap, make sure that you access it through Rakuten. Doesn't matter what you're doing, hotel, flight, activities, you can still earn cash back on top of the commission that you're making if it's not a flight, right? Flight only booking. Flight only bookings in Expedia, again, you have to also charge a service fee if you want to make more than just that cash back. Okay, so once you've made your account, let me go to the home. Just type in Expedia at the top. It is just regular Expedia. You don't even have to search for Expedia Tap. It's not going to pop up like that. When you log into Expedia, but you've already registered with Expedia Tap, it'll automatically show up to you as Expedia Tap. All right, so we'll click shop now. It's just taking a minute. All right, and ta-da, right? Expedia Tap, how cool is that? Not a lot of people know that. Patty says, I highly recommend Rakuten. It will come in handy for your holiday shopping. Yes, Patty, exactly. It's good for personal reasons, right? So when we book flights only, we'll just do the same thing. Las Vegas. That's fine. So really, let me go back to my slideshow real quick. So again, I have Expedia Tap under 2 different things. I have it under the charge of service fee through Square App, and I have it through earning cash back through Rakuten, right? So get a double whammy here, right? Log into Expedia through Rakuten, get that cash back, also charge that service fee so you're making maximum income from it. All right. So Expedia, I feel like, is the most user-friendly. It's very self-explanatory. You'll just pick the options you need. Always use the filters on the side. It's going to help you save time, okay? Especially if you're booking right over the phone with a client.
Did I download the bag? I don't know what bag you're talking about.
Okay, I'm just picking random things. My Expedia is always very laggy, so bear with me. There we go. All right, here we go. So again, you'll just do the same booking process as always. You'll fill in the passenger information, their card information, get it booked, right? When I'm booking for clients, I like to put my email in because then I get all the itinerary information, right? As travel agents, we're also customer service people, right? So it's my job to get the right information out to the client. It's my job to get them their final itinerary. And sometimes it's helpful to them if you are also checking in and also picking seats and so on and so forth for them. Okay. Okay. Check out. So do I have to fill out a commission tracking form for this, guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do I though? How am I getting the income from this? Am I adding commission on in Expedia? Melanie's right. Square Rakuten is where you're getting this from, right? So if I'm using Square or Rakuten, do I need to do a commission tracking form?
No.
No, you don't, right? Only with, let me go back. Fax or Centrav, right? Because in the vendor itself, you're adding the commission / service fee on, okay? Expedia Tap, there's no way of doing that, right? So you're getting what's also called instant commission in our travel world, right? From Expedia Tap, because you're charging it through the Square app. Square app pays you immediately when you charge, okay? Any questions on that? So here's another question for you. With any of, Josh, 1 second, or Joshua, sorry. So what do I have to do before I even book these flights? There's a form, right? What is it called?
Credit authorization?
Yes, ma'am. You have to fill the credit authorization form. It doesn't matter if you're getting instant commission on a sale. You're still going to fill out the credit authorization form, all right? Send it out to your client, have them finish filling it out with their information, send it back to you. The total price on that credit authorization form is going to be with the service fee added on, okay? So for example, with this Expedia flight I have, okay, so this is the price of the flight here, $439.70. Let's say I'm adding on $20 as a service fee through Square. I'm going to be putting $459.70 on the credit authorization form, because at the end of the day, that's what they're being charged total, right? $20 service fee plus the $439.70 for the flight. Okay. Shauna, you're totally fine. I get it. Thank you for asking questions. I appreciate it. So you're asking anything with instant commission, you do not need to fill out the commission tracking. Correct. Yep, that's right. Because you're earning that money right away and it's not affiliated with Archer at all, right? Because you're charging it through Square. Archer has nothing to do with Square. Okay. Yep, you're welcome. All right, so let's go back. I want to make sure I've covered everything I need to so far. So again, the way that I just got to Expedia Tap through Rakuten is going to be the same way you get to it through Priceline. Okay, so we'll just go back, we'll type in Priceline. You can even do booking.com, although I'm not 100% sure how good their cash back is. With Priceline, it's only $3, but it's better than nothing, you know? Plus you would probably charge a service fee anyways. So I'm gonna put that here. I did not add that in earlier. Okay, I'll go back. Oh, it's already here. Silly me. Okay, so we'll click on flights up here. Again, you'll just go through the same process. Make sure you're filling out all the correct information. All right. Patty says, if you use a laptop or PC, Rakuten will pop up automatically. Yes, that's true. So I have it as a shortcut up here, right? So when you click on that, the website that you're on, it will show up the cashback amount that you can get. So there's that too. Thank you, Patty. And then Joshua asks, where do I learn more about Square? First, if I've heard of it. So Joshua, you can just do a simple Google search, right? Let's see. I'll send you a link for it. Let's see. We don't want Squarespace. Here we go. What's really cool, guys, is when you sign up for Square, they will send you a little like aux cord plugin, this this thing right here, for free. So you have it with you if people want to swipe their card instead of manually putting it in. All right, so you'll set up an account, and then it's a really long link. I don't want one that's so long. Oh, well, right. Okay. There you go. All right, so you can go to click get a free reader. I might be doing this wrong. We'll see. Okay, yeah. So here you'll create your account. Okay. You can do that either on the computer, or you can, I'm gonna put a smaller link size in there. There's the right one. So you can also use the app. All right, once you've created your account, either way, PC or phone, it will work. I personally just have the app that I use. I don't do it through my computer just because it's more user friendly for me personally to do it on my phone. So yeah, any other questions, Joshua, about Square? Sorry if you hear a background noise. I have someone weed whacking right outside my window. How does that work for commission? So Joshua, you get paid through the Square app. Okay, so when you create your Square account, you can link your bank account. That way it can get transferred right to your bank account. Okay.
Is it a question about how this works? So will you charge the client 2 separate times then? Once through the actual flights that you book, and then on top of that, they get another payment on their credit card through the Square?
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
You
okay.
want to make sure your clients know that they will see 2 separate transactions, and that just reflects the way that you had to book their flight for them.
Okay, but you just have to give them like 1 invoice and 1 credit authorization form?
You would just do 1 credit authorization form with the total amount with the service fee included that you're charging through Square. And then just let them know when you're having a conversation with them that it will be 2 separate transactions. That's
Okay.
Statement. That's all.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, anything else, guys? I believe I've covered everything I need to cover. I did talk about this already, but the booking process, just to remind people, the client still needs to fill out a credit authorization form, okay, along with sending you a copy of their driver's license. That's never going to change for any booking you do, right? You always need to have that because it protects you and it protects the client, right? It's giving you permission to book travel on your client's behalf. And it's also giving you permission to collect their card information over the phone. Keyword, over the phone, okay? Because it's the most secure way. Quintella, can I have a link to your YouTube? Yes, absolutely. And when I'm done recording, I will send that out, okay? And then secondly, for the booking process, you do not need to submit a commission tracking form unless you have added commission on through Vax Vacation Access, Centrav, or Downtown Travel. All right. I personally do not use Downtown Travel, which is why I did not show it. Okay. but you can register for it through the Travel Cafe under suppliers and how to register. And you would add a service fee within it, as I just mentioned here. Okay. All right, guys. Any questions? Ellie, you're welcome. Thank you.
Why, oh, sorry. Why don't you use downtown travel?
I don't know. I just haven't. It's not anything against it. I just don't use it. That's all. Yeah, you're welcome, everyone. So I'm going to stop recording. And if there's any other questions or walkthroughs that people need, I am more than happy to walk through that with all of you. Okay.
Thank you so much.